Hi, my name is Grant Lehman, and today I'll be showing you a little bit about Audacity, kind of some beginning things, and if you're making a song mashup, kind of how to do that. So first thing, Audacity is right here. I had a little trouble getting it getting it up, but you should just look up Audacity in your search box, and it should be fine. So you have to go up here, File New, and this is just blank. It's what you're gonna look at right when you get in. To import a song, you go up here to File, Import Audio. You can also drag and drop it in off your desktop, but I think this is a lot easier. So let's just insert one. It doesn't really matter for right now. All right, now that the song is in, I'll go over some basics like the selection tool right here. Basically, click wherever you want and play from there. You can press play up here or pause, the pause button, or the space button, and then the stop button right here and pause button right there. Pretty much the same thing. Normal keys really doesn't, pretty self-explanatory there. Then go up to the next one, the envelope tool. This one's a little harder. You have to go, well, you don't have to. Take an envelope right here and you can move this down or this up. This is mostly used for, so let's say this song was playing back in the background while I was doing a tutorial and the song was overriding my voice in one part, so I would shrink this so the music was still going on, but you could hear my voice over, so it's not as loud. It's a pretty helpful tool, not for a mashup, like when we're doing a project like this for a mashup, but more for when someone's using Audacity for background music. The drawing tool, I don't know, I really don't use it much. You have to zoom in a lot, and I'm sure if you got really good at it, you have to zoom in until you see the dots. But if you got really good at it, I'm sure you could do a lot with it. But I haven't really experimented with a lot. Like you say here, just move it up and down, make different pitches, and in a big song like this stuff right here that I'm doing, you're not gonna notice at all. But I'm sure if you got a 10-second clip and you really started messing with it, you could hear your difference. So zoom out, and then zoom out. Same, pretty self-explanatory. Zoom in, zoom out. I don't know. And then you can also zoom in here, but so we'll zoom back out. And then this tool is for moving it. You can also move it down. You'd have to have another track in there. We'll import one quick, so that we will go. See if we can find one. We can go right here. And just like that, you can move just like this. So let's say you're trying to make a mashup and you want to end this song and create this song. You can maybe put it right there, overlap it a little bit. Just basically move it. You can also move it up and down, but pretty self-explanatory really. There's 4 basic tools. And this is a multi-tool. This is the selection tool and the envelope tool. So it's really helpful when you're working on this. Oops. So you don't have to keep switching back, going up here, switching back. It's pretty helpful. Over here is the side. What's really helpful in this is they have a mute and solo button. So let's say you have like, I don't know, 10 songs in or something like that, and they're overlapping each other. So if you sit here and play, you can hear that they're both songs are playing. And when you're trying to listen to one song to a point where you have to cut it or something, you might want to mute it. So if you mute this right here, I'll move it a little bit, you can't hear the other song. It's just that one. And then you unmute it. And same with solo. Solo's more, not in this situation because there's only 2 songs, but if there's 10 songs and 9 of them are playing, you can solo that one so it mutes the rest of them. Pretty helpful when you have a lot of songs and you're trying to create a mashup. Timetables, basically right here where the end, also right down here where you're starting. This helps me a lot it gets down to the tenths and the hundredths seconds, so that when you're doing the song like this and you have to stop it right at the tenth of a second, you can come down here and you can see when that time like this. So effects, we'll go to effects right here. In doing this, we'll go to the multi-tool. In doing this, you'll have to, so let's say I wanted to cut this out. I'll cut right here out, and by doing that, just select it and do your delete command, and there we go, we deleted it. But let's say I'm creating a mashup and I want this to kind of end not so subtly. It'll see, listen here, it'll end really subtly. It just ended. It didn't go down like a normal song would. So to fix that, we select the part. So I don't know, the first 2 or 3 seconds that you want, go up here and fade. Oops. And when you make a mistake like that, Command Z is undo. You can also go up here to edit and undo too, but select this, effect, fade out. So then as you see right here, it's more of a fade out. It gets softer and softer as you go. So we'll move this one over here. Let's say we want to we'll move it. We'll delete this, because the beginning of the song is you don't really use in that much mashup. We'll go right there. So then let's say we're going to start it about right there. We wanted this to fade in. So now that you see that's fading in, we'll listen to it. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty smooth. It's not like a direct stop and then direct start. It's smoother, so it sounds a little bit better. Now I will try to go to my project and show you some other things about my project. Here's my project. I'll here zoom out a little bit. And then, oops, it's not working right now, but now that you see, here we'll zoom in a little bit. Here's my songs right here, and you can also, there's also 2 songs right here, as you can tell. This one's fading out, and this one's, I usually like to keep, if you're trying to change one song, on the top, and then I like to put the next one on the bottom over here, but it really doesn't matter. In this situation, I just put it right there. So right here, there's my starting. I need to go, well, anyway, there's supposed to be a song right here. I don't know why it's not there, but what we do is we put a song starting about right here and have it fade in while this one's fading out, so it goes a little bit more smoothly, like I said before. And then you just keep going until you get to your limited time or whatever. Also, another thing, when I found mashups, the best time to try to find a beat that's similar to the next song you're doing. So if it's a really slow song and you're going to a really upbeat song, they usually don't mash as well. So you might want to find a song that's a little, or a more quieter part of the song to mash up. Well, I hope you learned everything. I hope you learned some beginnings of the Audacity today, and maybe some starting tools how to start a mashup song if you're working with Audacity. Thank you.